So here's another question. There's a couple more variables involved. Okay. Now, a couple of rules we got to remember is these are what we consider variables. Okay. And these are, they call them constant terms, and they're just the numbers. Now, neither of these are like terms. Okay. In fact, it's important if we know what are like terms. So let's try to group our like terms together. X is a like term to what?
To 4x and 6x.
Okay, it's not just 4x, in fact. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to underline it in red. It's actually negative 4x,
Negative.
and this is positive 6, right? And 7 is like terms to what numbers?
Negative 8.
Yeah, negative 8 and 7. Anything else?
Oh, 2.
And positive 2. So there we go. Our red terms and our green terms are all like terms. But what's very important is this equal sign here. Think of it like a barrier, okay? And if I'm moving things beyond the barrier, no matter which way, those opposite signs come into play. Now, I can keep things on the same side of the barrier, and the numbers stay the same. I just collect like terms, or same with this side, collect like terms. But as soon as I move something from one side of the barrier to the other, the signs change. This goes from negative 4x to positive, and this goes from negative 8 to positive 8. Or this would go from positive 6 to negative 6 on the other side. Okay, so this equal sign is kind of like our barrier. So what we're going to do is we're going to collect our like terms on the one side of the equation. Okay, we'll always do that. Try to simplify one side as much as possible. So x minus 4x, do you know what that will be?
3x?
Yeah, just 3?
Negative 3?
Yeah, it's going to be negative 3x. And what about positive 7 plus 2?
9.
Yeah, positive 9. So it looks like negative 3x plus 9, right? And on the other side, we'll put this in red, we have 6x and negative 8. Can I do anything with those two? Are they like terms?
No.
No, they're not like terms. So our goal is to get all of our like terms on one side and our other terms on the other. Now, since what's the actual goal here? What are we trying to solve for?
We are trying to solve for x.
Yeah, we're trying to solve for x here. Okay, that's the goal of this. So I'm going to get all of my variable terms, okay, which are these two, on one side, and all my constant terms on the other. Okay, so you know what we'll keep the variables on this side. So I'm going to move 6x to this side of the equation. What's it going to become when it comes to this side? So the negative 3x stays. What is 6x going to become when it comes to this side?
Positive 6x.
It is? What is
I
it?
mean, negative.
Negative 6x. Right? We still have plus 9 is equal to negative 8. Oops, let's do that in green. Okay. I'm going to move the positive 9 to the other side. What's it going to become when it goes over there?
Negative 9?
Yeah, that's right. So we'll have negative 8 minus
So this
9.
9's going over here?
Yep. We moved it to the other side. So now, this is important. So we still have our barrier, they're kind of like the equal sign, and all of our like terms are together on this side, and our other like terms are together on the other side. Okay? Now we're going to combine them. Negative 3x minus 6x. Do you know what that would be?
Positive 3.
You have to work on our integers. If you want to get a calculator, you should take a calculator out. What this is think of it like a number line.
But I thought a negative and negative make a positive.
That's only if you're multiplying or dividing.
Oh.
When you're subtracting, think of it like you're on a point on a line. So we start at negative 3, and then it says minus 6, or in the negative direction 6. So we're going to negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9 is technically, this is 6 steps in the negative direction. So we're left with negative 9x. It's the same idea over here. Negative 8 minus 9. We start at negative 8 and we go in a negative direction 9.
So it would be... It would be... Let me draw myself a little line.
Well, you know what we'll do? We'll keep it going here, and then we'll get you to try it after. It's going to be negative 17. Okay? Now, good. Now we have one term on each side. The goal is to get this variable by itself. We want to move the coefficient, negative 9. Now to move negative 9, because it's negative 9x, what's the operation between the two of them?
What's it called again? Multiply.
So how do I move that negative 9?
Pardon?
How would I move the negative 9 if it's multiplied? What operation would I have to use? Because remember, our goal is to get x by itself. So how do I move that 9 away? This negative 9 has to go to the other side of the equation.
Yeah.
So because there's multiplication between it, what do we use? What's opposite of that?
Divide.
That's right.
Division.
We divide by negative 9. So when we do that, these create a 1.
Cancel out.
Yeah, with x. Now this will be a positive number, 17 over 9. It'll be some decimal, okay? But those are the steps in order to get x all the way by itself. Okay, there's quite a few steps we do there.